So I'm here with Melbourne Freedom Rally leader, Harrison McLean.
Hi Tim, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. You've been very busy this campaign.
I've been a little bit busy between the volunteering and the organising. It's been a pretty full-on last couple of weeks, but today I think we got a reasonable turnout, considering that these are the people who are sort of still with the freedom movement after all these years, long after the lockdowns and the mandates. There's still people turning up to Melbourne Freedom Rally events to hear the speakers that we've got. We had Jordan Didloff, we had Dr. Chris Neal, we had Morgan Jonas, and then I may have popped a speech as well.
Now, of course, you attempted to ask a question of Prime Minister Anthony Albanese.
Mr. Albanese, I have a question for you on behalf of hundreds of thousands of Australians around the country.
I'm Fiona.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Hey.
There are hundreds of thousands of Australians around the country who are unable to afford housing. And I have a question for you, Mr. Albanese. When are you going to put Australians first?
Mate, that's enough.
Albanese, when are you going to put Australians first?
Mate, that's enough. Thanks, mate. That's enough. Thank you, mate. Cheers. Thank you.
I'm here to ask Albanese a question.
Thank you. Thanks, mate.
But it was called a security breach.
Yes.
Australians asking the Prime Minister a question in public.
Incredible how this is characterised as a security breach. It was a publicly accessible hotel foyer. I asked the Prime Minister I think a very reasonable question, and he was unable and unwilling to answer that, unfortunately, and the guards sort of pushed me away. So it was pretty crazy to just see that happen.
Albanese was like, talk to the hand because the face.
He did a very sort of interesting hand gesture to sort of wave me off. But I think that it's time that Albanese put Australians first. I think it's time that the Prime Minister be able to take unscripted questions. And I take unscripted questions all the time on X Spaces. I take unscripted questions whenever I'm at events. So I think it's time for the Prime Minister to get to the same level of scrutiny that even rally organisers are subjected to.
Oh yes, the Asian exclusive report today, featuring what you said in a public X Space. I mean, that's real Woodward and Bernstein stuff.
They found the X Space in which I talked to multiple members of the public in our X Space for on the order of 5 hours that night. So they did their work in terms of finding the material for their article. But it's good to see journalists doing their jobs and actually listening to the public material that's on the record from Melbourne Freedom Rally.
And you also tried to ask Monique Ryan, the Teal independent for Kooyong.
Hi Monique Ryan. We've talked a lot tonight about refugees. But my question is actually about political integrity. How can the voters of Kooyong trust your campaign when your husband was caught stealing a corflute of a rival campaign opponent? Would you like to address maybe some trust issues that your campaign might have when your husband from inside the house is acting in that way?
We don't appreciate being hijacked for issues that are not resolved.
I'll give you a chance to address the question.
Tonight, and the voice of refugees, this is not your platform tonight. Pick another one, please sit down.
I respect you. If Miss Ryan would like to address the question, I'd like to give her the chance. If not, I'm happy to leave it. No answer to the question. No answer? No.
A question, are you a voter in Kooyong?
I'm not a voter in Kooyong, but I do share the concerns of many voters in Kooyong that their candidate, Monique Ryan, is unfortunately not addressing the issue that her husband stole a campaign corflute of their campaign rival. I think first and foremost she needs to address the issue, and I think that she should be able to talk about this without needing to have the question deflected by the organisers of the event.
And so obviously the numbers weren't great today, but it is a pre-poll day. There was the Women Will Speak rally. Everyone's trying to have their say before election day, Saturday the 3rd of May, and have their issues raised.
Yeah, everyone's trying to get their events into this weekend. It's a jam-packed weekend. We had the Let Women Speak March
just earlier today, we support them 100%. We support what they're about. We support their message, and we think that women should be able to talk about these issues without the counter-protesting harassment from some members of the trans community. So it's pretty disgraceful that there's so many counter-protesters when all of these women just want to tell their stories. We also had a few other events sort of happen in these last few weeks that have raised the issues that are in the campaign. Obviously, Monique Ryan's Candidates Forum. She also did a Friends of the ABC event where Matt Trahey was a little bit disruptive in his questioning. But that's another instance where she's not willing to take questions from the public in an unscripted environment.
Yeah, the organisers, with you and, well, Matt did just decide to speak. The organisers just say, unauthorised question, unauthorised statement, access denied.
That's exactly right. It's pretty much a situation of computer says no when you try to ask these questions. So it's pretty crazy, Tim.
Well, we'll all get to have our say at the ballot booth next Saturday. I'm encouraging people to vote on the day. Don't listen to the Freedom people who say boycott the ballot, vote.
It's disappointing that there are some members of the Freedom community that feel like they're so powerless and they're so defeated that they want to, instead of using their voice to influence the election and to gain political power for the freedom movement, they think that it's a better choice for them to step away and to just not vote. I think it's a very disrespectful message to those people who are putting in the hard work to try and make the change that we're looking for in this country. And I think that anyone who is thinking about boycotting the ballot needs to definitely have a strong, hard think about that and realise that their vote is powerful. They can make a difference. Even if it's just raising the primary vote of the party of their choice by 1%, that's a massive improvement.
Yeah, by boycotting the ballot, all you're doing is electing the worst case scenario, which, well, it's, as they say, the only poll that matters on election day, but...
That's exactly right. If you're not voting, then you're removing your voice from the conversation and you're allowing the people that do vote to run this country with or without you. That's my take on this.
We're about to march through the Melbourne CBD, so I'll let you get to the front and lead the march. And got anything else planned, or any more, what is it, intel about where you're going to be this week?
No more intel on what we do next. But if people want to stay up to date with what Melbourne Freedom Rally is doing, you can find us on Telegram, on X, and on Facebook with Melbourne Freedom Rally. Search that. You can find our social media there, and you can find out more about us from those and see any of our upcoming events.
Well, we might see you again before Election Day, Harrison.
All right, I'll be at the polling booth volunteering, but on Election Day, I'll be there again volunteering. So I'll be all over the place in the electorate that I'm at.
Oh, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks, Tim. All the best.